It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today I've got a German beer to show you. It's this one. It's a swing top bottle. It's Aktien Zwick'l Kellerbier. It's 5.3% ABV. And this beer, Bayreuther Bierbrauerei Hindensbergster. Now, I look at this beer and it's very familiar to me. Very, very familiar. And I was on Beers of Europe's website. Now, Beers of Europe sponsored today's video. Thank you very much to beersofeurope.co.uk. Check out their beer on their website. They have beers from all over the world. If you've been on holiday, if you've worked away, you found that special beer that you've fallen in love with and you want to drink it back in the UK when you're home, then best place to try and find that beer is beersofeurope.co.uk. But this beer is very familiar to me. So when I was looking at the Beers of Europe website, I was thinking I must have reviewed this. So I went over to YouTube, and in fact I hadn't reviewed it. But the reason why I thought I reviewed this beer is because I've got two of the jugs there in the background. That's the reason why it's so familiar to me. Is that these China jugs have been sitting over there on my beer shelf for the last few years, and I'm thinking to myself, oh well, yeah, there's no need to review it. I've already done it, but I haven't. It's a new beer to me. I won't be pouring the beer in that China mug because you're not going to be able to see the colour of the beer. You want to see the head, the foam. You want to see the carbonation. So I'm going to be using something very similar, but it's going to be clear for you to see the beer. So 5.3% ABV, Kellerbier. Keller is kind of a boom. Love them German swing top openings. They're fantastic. Keller, cellar. So it's a kind of one of those. It's not a. I don't believe it's a lager. I believe it's an ale, a Keller beer, but it roughly translates to cellar beer, a beer that's been stored in a cellar, matured in a cellar. Oh, look at this. Can you see that last little inch of beer that made its way into the glass? Can you see the fine, especially when I turn it around this way, the fine sediment that's falling down towards the bottom of the glass here? We got a 3-finger white head, amber in colour. Almost looks like a glass of smoke, doesn't it? Like one of those 1970s room that bars, a 1970s pub where everybody used to smoke, and you look up at the light and there was all smoke around the light. So a kind of a brownie coloured beer then, hazy, nice white head. Let's get the aroma. Smells good. Smells really good. A little bit of sweetness, a little hoppiness coming through. Bready, one of those traditional German kind of bready beers. Smells lovely, that. Absolutely lovely. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's fantastic. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows, what a beer. Really biscuity and bready and nutty. Oh, fabulous, 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 fabulous. Starts off with a little bit of carbonation that helps to push the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. It's really drinkable for 5.3% ABV. Got that fantastic drinkability about it. But at the same time, as being fantastic and drinkable, it has a little bit of a mouthfeel in it. It's a bit rich and creamy. Then you're hit with flavours, or to kind of go with that kind of rich creaminess, you're getting then nuttiness from the malt, and of course the nuttiness from the malt combines with that kind of, in that thought in your head of it being slightly rich and creamy. Then the malts are really kicking in. It's really bready and biscuity, like one of those fantastic loaves of bread. You can get the dark loaves. You can generally, if you're in the UK, pardon me, if you're in the UK, you can generally find these loaves of bread in Asda. You can buy like a dark spelt bread where it's really dark brown and there's all those bits of nuttiness and flour and everything on the top. And you think all of that fantastic taste from that bread, of course. Bread, beer, very similar thing. But it is hoppy. It's hoppy as well. There's a nice finish to the beer. Oh, it's delicious. Absolutely delicious beer. It's kind of berry-like. The hops are a little bit of plum, a little bit of fig, a little bit of prune. But it complements that kind of biscuity and breadiness so well. This is the liquid form of a terrific, slightly toasted slice of that bread that I was talking about earlier, maybe with a small layer of plum jam layered on the top of this toasted bread. And you're eating it and you're enjoying all of those kind of malty, bready flavours, and you're enjoying the plum jam on the top. But if you think about all of those things, if you think about malt, same ingredients as making bread, the hops are able to replicate like a plum, like a jam flavour coming through. It's not a stretch, is it? It's not a difficult stretch to be able to put all those things together and imagine those things in the beer. I like that little bit of suspension, you know, the little bits and pieces floating around in the glass. Can you see the micro sediment in the glass there? Absolutely fantastic. Great lacing. Absolutely great lacing. The beer, as I mentioned earlier, is available from beersofeurope.co.uk. Look at that beer. Look at that. Really rigorous roll round. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Oh. You know, it's Monday morning here in the UK. And I couldn't think of a better start to the week than grabbing hold of something like this and reviewing something like this, because it just kicks the week off really well. It puts me in a different kind of mood, a different frame of mind now. I've started the week strongly on the channel. We've started the week with a bang. We've started the week really positively with a great beer like this. And I just want to go off now and find better stuff, better products to show you, to you know, for review. If you haven't tried this Kellerbier, please go out and try it. It's available from Beers of Europe. It's absolutely fantastic, really is. I might keep the bottle, you know, just to stick next to, put it in between my mugs that I've got here. But I'm going to rate this beer now, and for me the beer It's tremendous. It's absolutely tremendous. It's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.